fucking the other lady in there, he's trying to fucking teach him. And damn teacher, I still didn't have no belly. Hell, look at him now. Every day you turn around, he just getting busted. Fucking a 14, 15, 16-year-old. Where will they be in?
Oh, they're into it. They're just more freaky than we are. I don't know about the teenagers, though. I grew up long ago.
I mean, I had a school teacher. I could ask her some deep questions about women and all, and yeah, she sat down the right path and then find it, you know. That was all true. We didn't have no relationship.
Yeah, that's something that'll never change. Nobody knows what the hell dating is all about. They all think the same thing, that it ends up in the bedroom, you just go to a movie, dinner. No. What dating is all about is getting to know who the hell you're with.
Here's that black bitch that they went on a date. The guy said, we're going to have some drinks. And she ordered damn 42. Yeah, two damn dozen oysters and slurp them down. Slurp them. They said, excuse me, I gotta go.
Yeah, that guy's got to go take a shit, man. Let's sit there and discuss things on the radio. Some are very undereducated, especially here in the South. And there hasn't been very much radio chatter, which usually there is around Atlanta here. Yeah, this right here is the bypass around Atlanta. We cannot go through Atlanta, or we get a nice hefty fine. This is called 285. It goes all the way around Atlanta. It's a bypass, and in our world, call it the Watermelon 500. Don't shoot the messenger, because I don't make this shit up. How do I stand with Palestine? Well, I'm sitting down right now. I'm not going to go over there to stand with them because I don't want to get blown up needlessly. But the best way to answer that, the only reason why I could see that is I glanced over to look at the chat. I don't know. I can answer that. I mean, everybody feels differently about it. I know what I've witnessed when I was over there. I know what has gone throughout history, which is wrong. And you can listen to what other people say, but until you get away from your regular media sources, which is propaganda, and go to an independent news source, and then talk to people who are actually been there that will tell you, you can drum up a good answer by then. But depending on what country you're from, if you're from the United States, look up June 8th, 1967, USS Liberty. There's plenty of videos of it here on YouTube of the surviving Marines and surviving sailors. And there, your answer will lay there with me. I see Sammy's in here. Hello, Sammy. Hi, Beamy. Thanks for joining me. Hey, give me a second, Sammy. I'd like you and whoever. Let's see how I do this here. Copy. I think copy. Okay, I got that. Let me see here. We got to put this here. Put that there. Oh, here we go. want to post the link because it'd be nice to have somebody up here to chat with that could read the chat for me. That would be really cool. And have a nice conversation. Where are all these people going? It's 10 o'clock at night, Sunday night, 10 o'clock at night. Where the hell are these people going? Let me just say here who's on the radio. Yeah, I'm here on the Watermelon 500. Anybody out there? Give me a radio check. Oh, his radio sounds like shit. There, I got Sammy up here. Thank you for joining me, Sammy.
How much my salary for
Yeah,
your chat reader,
muted.
huh?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. You hear me?
Sammy, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
But what's weird is I don't see the mic logo next to your name.
You can't hear me?
Unless it's me.
Oh my God. You can't hear me?
Ah, now I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you now.
It's your end, not mine. My
Thanks
God.
for joining.
How much
Yeah,
my
I know, I
salary
just resetted
for your chat reader, huh?
I don't know.
I don't know.
According to my trolls, I give all my money away.
Oh, good morning to you, Nemi. Alona, Tampos, hello there, Alona.
Hi, Alona. Now we need Jerry Boy to come up here.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this again. I'm done. Yeah, I'm here on the Watermelon 500. Everybody give me a radio check.
Silly.
These people got weak ass radios. I know it's not my end. I can go 100 miles on my radio. Yeah, the movie Smokey and the Bandit you saw with Naki was filmed in this area.
Wow.
This is Sheriff Buford T. Justice. I'm in pursuit of a black Trans Am. He's all mine, so stay out of the way. That was the golden era. That was when my dad was driving. That was the golden era trucking there. Well,
I'll be right back, Kuya.
Oh, okay. That driver's radio sounds awful. Can't understand a word he's saying. Hey, westbound Watermelon, you got a bubblegum machine, head westbound. Whenever you see emergency lights, whether they're red or blue, we call those bubblegum machines. Because way back in the day, that's what it looked like, was a bubblegum machine. The light on top of the police cars or the ambulances. Yeah, what are you having for breakfast? I'm not hungry yet, but I know I'll get hungry in the next hour or two. I'm not going to run into another truck stop for a while, though, until I got on 85. Got to head up towards Virginia. I'm going around the east side of Atlanta on the Watermelon 500. God damn it. Sammy left. What the hell did she leave for? I dropped the link if anybody wants to come on up here. Nobody was doing a live stream. I decided to do one. Just have a nice conversation. Or we can swap spit with some of the damn trolls that come in that bother me. I tried to make friends with them last night. Waste of time. And I was being nice. I actually showed sympathy for one of them. If he was telling the truth about the story he told, which, he dug in pretty deep in that story, so I kind of believe the guy, but he needs to evaluate why he ended up divorced from his Panay. He needs to evaluate himself and the way he treats and acts people. Maybe that he needs to look at and make adjustments. Because in the end game, the dude doesn't know me. I don't know him. He doesn't know hardly anybody on YT. You could be talking to anybody. Ain't nobody else going to be want to talking to somebody like that. Not me. Shit. They need to fix this road. One thing after another. One thing after another. All right, let's try this again. Let's see here. Just here to have fun. You don't know anybody want to come up? I already dropped a link in the chat. Come on up here. Better to talk than to type. Georgia is a hands-free state. Well, how am I going to smoke my own meat? Yeah, here in 6 miles, I'll be getting on the 85 and taking that up towards Greenville, South Carolina. Yes, I'm speaking a little bit weird because that's how they talk down here in the South. For some people, end up with R and everything. Going over here with some black-eyed peas and collard green. If I see you coming up to the panel, I'll try to get you up here. There we go.
You all right?
Thank you for joining me, Alex.
Let me just get that up. Yeah.
Wow, it's late over there. 3 in the morning.
Let's try that again.
You're in the bed. It's 3 in the morning there. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of Georgia. Get up to Virginia. I'll be north of Richmond, Virginia, where I'm delivering this.
Oh, Virginia. Was you there the other day?
I haven't been to Virginia in a month or two. But man, they really need to fix this highway. It's bumpy as hell.
Lucky you ain't got sensitive cargo.
I got Eagle waffles. All you do is heat them up, put syrup and butter on them, knife and fork is all you need. They're the type that you can put it in a toaster. Like bread. And when you open the package, there's 4 of them. You just break them where they're seamed at. It gives you 4 squares. And you put 1 square in each slice of where you put it in the toaster. When it pops.
Put what in the toaster? I'm sorry.
Eggo waffles.
Oh, waffles.
Yeah, Eggo waffles are square shaped. Even though on the box they show you that they're, round, but it doesn't matter. They're going to they're going to go to the colon anyway.
At one time, they did actually ban Pop-Tarts in England.
Really?
Yeah,
Why'd they ban Pop-Tarts? Why were they?
Yeah, they banned them. They're not banned now. They're actually unbanned now. I'm not sure because it kept burning people. I thought, well, that is why it's called a Pop-Tart.
Well, you can put them in a toaster if you want, or you can just eat them out of the box the way they are.
Yeah, the toaster. You have to put them in a bag or something. Heat resistant bag. So
mostly people don't do it that way anymore. They used to put them in a toaster. A lot of people don't do that anymore. They just buy them by the box, open it up, and eat them like that.
Yeah, I thought they're meant to be eaten cooked.
Not really.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you just eat them out of the box.
Yeah, I don't like them, so. Like Twinkies. Oh my god. When I first tried one, I was like, yeah, that's disgusting.
Now, they going by, even though I forgot what company purchased Hostess when they went bankrupt, but they don't make the Twinkies like they used to. They're smaller. They charge more, but they made them smaller.
Yeah, they've done that over here with like Mars bars, like pretty much everything. It's crazy. But hello to everyone that's on there. I can't see the chat because I'm on my iPad.
Yeah, Mimi, last night I was in Florida and drove out of there. I had to deadhead up to near Atlanta, McDonough, pick up this load and take it to Virginia. I delivered in Florida yesterday. Jesus.
West Virginia. Sorry, maybe not singing.
Well, that's more of a pass-through state, but very rarely do I go through there because it's very rugged. You burn a lot of diesel going through there.
Are you been to Alabama?
Yeah, many a time. It's been a while, though.
Is that quite a dangerous state, or is that just a myth?
Not at all.
Oh.
Most dangerous places that I've been to is Hunts Point. That's right next to New York City. And I'd have to say Detroit. But I don't hang around Detroit. I deliver my load in Detroit and I'm out. I won't stop until I get all the way over there, way past Ann Arbor, way away from Detroit. I don't ever park my truck or anything in Detroit.
Isn't that like whole thing is like abandoned or something? Or is it just this little part of it?
Well, Detroit is mostly a collapsed city. There's not much there anymore, with the exception of there is crime, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Because people just, if you don't belong in the neighborhood, you're going to be watched.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But these neighborhoods that I'm speaking of, you're not going to want to be there anyway. And go ahead.
They film a lot of stuff there as well in Detroit.
Well, they've been filming about what happened in Detroit.
Oh, they're doing it now.
Well, it's not the only collapsed city in America. There's Detroit. There's Camden, New Jersey, which is worse.
Mm.
Um, Youngstown, Ohio is the newest one, and there's Cleveland, Ohio. Basically, there's a lot of cities that are running into bankruptcy.
Surprised New York hasn't, or DC. Well, DC won't. But
Them cities won't.
I thought it was so big.
They'll be
Just
one of the
imagine that,
last
though.
few.
Imagine the whole of New York collapsing, and there'll be no. That
Oh,
would
it almost did. It still can, because a lot of people abandon it.
Yeah, it's good for urbexers. I explore buildings and stuff, so some of them are pretty sketchy buildings. It's just like, yep, I'm probably gonna fall through one of these one day.
But I made this live stream because nobody else is making one, and I just need someone to talk to because I wasn't talking to anybody anyway. Shit, I haven't spoken to anybody since the live stream I was in last night, JLB's. You just got to get used to him, but I didn't say much. Only when somebody asked me a question, I answered it.
Oh, is that
But
the one
there
that
were-
kicked you off the live stream?
I'm sorry.
Is that the one that kicked you off the live stream?
Well, yeah, because he heard a noise and everybody thought it was me, and he put me in the background. And I sat in the background for a while thinking he was going to bring me back up, but I guess not, so I just left.
I thought it was to do with because you said something and he didn't like it. Or was that somebody else?
Oh, no, yeah, that was Jamie.
Oh, all right, yeah, all right.
He was drunk anyway.
Oh, all right, that makes sense.
The problem is when you speak logically and they don't understand it, they run away.
No point. No point. Talk to a drunk person. Unless
Like I
they're-
said, like masturbating with a cheese grater.
I wouldn't want to do that. I won't have any skin left.
Exactly.
I'll do it. I don't think you'd survive it though. Infection and stuff gets involved.
Yeah, I mean, shit. If there's nobody else here, for God's sake, and in this live stream, where the hell is everybody else?
Most of them that watch are British.
I mean, I admire you and Mimi for being here. It's 3:00 in the morning where you guys are, but the rest of them don't have an excuse. It's during the day over in the Philippines.
Yeah.
I mean, what live stream are they on?
What time zone are you in? Because it's not even light. Oh, was it early morning?
It's 10:18 here.
No, yeah. So we're early morning. You're late evening.
Late night.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wondering where the hell all these people are going. It's Sunday night.
Hmm.
Everybody should be in bed right about now. Getting rest to go to
Probably
work
gonna
in the
work.
morning. Yeah.
Well, they could be going to work. Could obviously. It's Monday already for us.
Uh-huh.
So we're time traveling.
Yeah. Didn't we move our clocks back already? Wait a minute.
Yeah, we already did. It was
Okay,
like-
yeah. I think
I don't know.
May have
But
been-
mine,
wait a minute. It's at 2:00 in the morning. It was at 2:00 this morning when we did ours. So yeah, it went unnoticed with me.
I don't. Everything updates by the internet anyway, so I'm not too fussed. It actually is a clock. It's an atomic clock or something, but actually puts everything in time or something. Silly like that.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember where it is. Somewhere. It's the most accurate clock on the planet. I don't actually know if it gets the information from that, but
Yeah. I'm wondering if Sammy's going to come back.
Oh, was she up earlier?
Yeah, she come right on in. I keep telling her and a bunch of others. I tell her and a few others, you make a live stream, I'm there. If I'm not asleep, but I'll be driving all night.
I'm usually live at this time of night. Yeah. Hang on a minute.
But I don't know who, I can't remember the person's name that mentioned where I stayed in Palestine. I'm like, wow, that didn't take long to get thrown out there already. I usually tell them, June 8th, 1967, the USS Liberty. And then if you're an American, you tell me.
Fair enough. Oh, someone pulled over.
Yep. Probably drunk.
I'm guessing that's more often on that road. Why do people do that? It's like, why are you being drunk on the road? It's like, you lose your license.
I have no idea. Depression.
Depression?
Yeah. A lot of Americans are depressed and fed up. A lot of them are working for peanuts. They're working their ass off. You're giving that. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
They're working their ass off and barely being able to put food on the table. That's awful.
Point. That is fair point.
And then we have people like Jeffrey Bezos running around, making $200 billion a year, and it's like there's nobody worth that. You can't tell me or rationalize it.
Yeah.
How hard do you got to? How hard do you got to work to make that kind of money? You can't. The hardest working people make the least amount of money.
Yeah, that is really strange. Why?
And the West have been
the ones that get fuck all, but the ones that do get more.
And here in the West, we've been indoctrined to believe that's the way things should be. No, logic tells me that should not be the way it should be.
Yeah, the UK is the same, pretty much. To be like a prime minister or something, you have to be rich anyway, and it's like, what's the point of that?
Or be related to the royal family in some sort.
No, you can actually start a party up.
Because Boris, he was like the sixth cousin of the royal family.
No. Yeah, he needs slapping. And thrown in jail for what he's done. But never mind. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah, because we had lockdown and he decided to have a bloody party, did he? Like, what are you doing?
You clean your kitchen fan. What, did the kitchen fan wake you up? I was reading what Mimi was saying.
What? My kitchen fan? It's not even on. Oh. That's just random.
Uh-huh.
I'd love to clean my well, actually, I can't.
Yeah, there's two.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's two exhaust fans in the house here in America. One in the kitchen, which is located right above the stove, and there's one in the bathroom. That's because there's.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's typically no windows or whatever in the bathroom, and no way for the smell to get out if you use it. So you turn the fan on; it sucks the odor out of the bathroom. Some people call it a fart fan.
Yeah, my oven area, you could put a hood on there, and I'm like thinking to myself, what is the point of putting a extractor fan hood when there's no the air's not going to go anywhere. So I was looking at the ceiling and going, how's that going to work? But I assume it comes out and then goes towards the fan, which is rubbish. It doesn't even suck out any air out at all.
Yeah, Mimi, if you want a suggestion, when you're frying something, oh, Sammy's back. Good. When you're frying something, that's what usually clogs the fan and makes it dirty.
Yeah.
Okay,
sense.
Sammy. There we go. It took me a minute to click on that. Sammy's here. She is muted this time. Now she's unmuted.
Hello, Alex.
Hello.
Sorry, Kuya. It's been a while because I need to do something first.
Oh, okay.
I will let you know later on what's going on.
Okay.
Okay.
But when you're frying something and whatever, like if you're boiling something, whatever, it goes directly where the fan is. Now, if you're frying something and put a lid on it, that fan will not get as dirty because you're covering it up. All that would collect onto the fan over time is actually on the lid that you're using to cover the frying pan up with. It doesn't allow it to go up in the exhaust fan. Yeah, that whenever you're frying something, that grease gets up there in that fan and builds up, it destroys your fan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
It's mental.
Basically, that's what caused a lot of house fires back in the day. People that didn't have the exhaust fan, the grease would float up in the air and attach itself to the ceiling, and all that grease build up there on the ceiling. If something sparks, it'll start a house fire big time.
Jeez.
Candles can do that. Whenever you burn a candle, a lot of these young ladies, they burn candles constantly. It doesn't matter if you're on top of it or not. That wax builds up on your wall and it builds up on your ceiling.
Didn't even know that.
And it could cause one hell of a house fire.
Wow. Well, I'm staying away from candles then. Yeah, my Straptor fan doesn't do shit.
Yeah, but see, it gets all over the damn fan. It gets in the motor and it builds up and it just destroys your fan eventually. And then you got to get a new one.
It's not above it. It's off. It's in the middle of the room virtually. So
because the house I was in, last year the house I'm in, I had to change the fan because it wasn't working at all. And when I pulled it off of there, man, it had grease build up like you wouldn't believe. I'm like, God damn.
He was like, how am I going to clean this?
Yeah, it was like it was dipped in 40 weight. You know, that's how bad it was.
Wow.
Had a hell of a time getting a hold of it.
It must have been slippery.
Oh, yeah.
I hate grease. Cleaning grease off things. Oh my God. It's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Because you can't use water because obviously it's oil. So water will just stay on the surface. So that's annoying. Oh God.
Yeah, I guess the trolls have somebody else to bother versus me. I was in there last night.
Quiet.
Yeah, I was being decent, cordial, wasn't taking over the live stream like a few others do on JLB. I gave him another chance. And the one that couldn't handle it was Go Bobo. I even felt sorry for that bastard, too. You know, that story he told about his Panay wife divorcing him and everything. Hey, you know. But then the way he acts, it's like, okay, let me do another evaluation here. Maybe it's you that need to evaluate your behavior, the way you treat people, and then you probably wouldn't have ended up divorced.
Yeah, well, is he quite a bad person to people then? Oh, just sorry. Connection? Am I breaking up or?
No, not at all.
Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, that's crazy.
And I shot his ass down again. I mean, how many times I got to beat that idiot's ass? saying I ain't been to the Philippines, and they cornered me about it. So I'm like, okay. Just for him, I popped my four ways on a major interstate in the United States, pulled over onto the shoulder, popped my four ways, got into my desk and grabbed my old passport. I had to blow the dust off that damn thing. And I showed him the picture first. I said, that's when I had short hair.
Yeah.
And then I went and I showed him the stamps. Even JLB
Yeah.
goes, well, there's the stamps. Yeah.
Guess
I
he
said-
still didn't believe it.
Yeah. And I said, I put that baby to rest. I mean, shit, man. Here he is, a grown man. He's older than me. He's probably in his 60s. Still acts like he's in the damn, playground at school. Man, dude, I left the playground long ago.
Yeah.
But I understand that, there's a few people that love humping my leg because I know I'm good, but I'm just not into that sort of thing, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That dude just loves humping my leg. I said, I'm not into you, man. I don't go that way.
Jeez. Yeah, it sounds like you end up getting an argument with him.
Yeah, I mean, Lucy seemed to be all right.
Mm. That's crazy, though. There's not much you can do, really, with those sort of people.
I'm like,
Yeah, you
okay. It was my frugal attempt to try to become friends and, bury the hatchet. But
Well,
I
you
guess
smile and wave.
Yeah, I guess they don't want to bury he didn't want to bury the hatchet. He wanted to keep it going. He's still sore because he wants me to share what photos and video I have of a certain Panay, and I'm not going to.
So
Nobody
he
is gonna
basically, he's trying to be like, I'm right, you're wrong, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a prick comparing contest. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm gone beyond that. You compared dicks when you took shower in gym class in school. Some of them did it.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't give a shit. I took my shower, dried off, and put my clothes on. Like, if y'all want to hump each other's ass, go ahead. I'm not into that.
Yeah, they don't do it nowadays.
Sana
It's
all.
a bit too soft. Some kids, anyway. Sorry, just a bit of, I don't know.
But I don't have an ass for you.
I'm sorry, Sammy.
I don't have ass. You know what I mean?
Well, you were working out with Naki. Building up your
Yes.
building up your glutes.
Because Kuya Naki would to lose his belly.
Yeah,
And
but
me,
you
I
were
would- Out
working your
my-
glutes.
You remember the time that I do live stream that I am in the gym? Wow.
Yeah, many a time. You were doing
Wow.
squats, which build up your glutes, and it lifts your butt cheeks up.
Oh dear.
That's the only reason why girls do squats, is because that's what shapes their rear end.
Because I don't like boys getting
Back
crazy.
in
I got buns of steel still.
Then there's a lot of girls getting jealous. That's why I stopped there.
Yeah, because you're a lady boy, and your ass looks better than theirs. Yeah, it would piss them off as women.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then they wasn't workout. You like to be yeah, better look. You must have to work out. You must have to gain that look. Anyway, where
There's
are you
nobody
now?
hardly on it. I am on Interstate 85, right by Conyers, Georgia.
85?
Yeah, Interstate 85. Yep. Heading towards
I
Greenville, South Carolina. I took you through here a couple of times.
That's why that's what I say. I've been there before.
Um, you remember when Naki watched Band of Brothers? It was a 10-episode miniseries about World War II. When they talked about Toccoa, where they trained in the first episode, I'll be going right by Toccoa, right where they trained. In real life and in the story, they filmed it there too. It's Toccoa, Georgia. It's right before you get into South Carolina. Like I tried to inform my trolls and the colleagues I tried to make friends with last night. Hell, man, I'm like, dude, you guys live closer to the Philippines than I do. It's a 14-hour flight from LAX to Manila. I'm like, you guys live what? 8-hour flight? That's nothing. That's like taking a plane from New York to London. That's easy.
Anyway, Mimi is alone there in the chat. Mimi, come up over here, Mimi. So you are not still alone in the chat.
Or she went back to sleep.
It's easy to talk than to chat, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I tried. Cher talked me into going back to JLB. And JLB will not be what it once was. When I first got into JLBs was before I met you, Sammy.
Are you going back to him?
Probably not. Because it's not the same. That's where I met a lot. I met a lot of people back then. That's when he had a full panel all the time. He had Dez, he had Rhea, he had Sheer, Mr. Poppycock, Go Bobo, dipshit. But I always handled him. That man will always be a dick. And that explains why he probably ended up in divorce like he did.
Alex is sleeping?
No, I'm still here. Oh, that koala bear, that was funny.
I thought that's what I was hearing.
That is what you're hearing.
Yeah. Sheer sent me that and said that sounds like J. Mike singing.
Yeah.
Play it for Alex, for Sammy.
Oh, yeah.
My God. That's an animal.
It's a koala bear.
Yeah.
An angry koala bear.
Yeah, it sounds just like J. Mike karaokeing is what Cher told me. Because she sent it to me.
Oh.
Play it again.
I can't keep playing it. Can you hear it?
Yep.
You love that, Alex?
He does?
Well, it's a koala bear.
Yeah, she made it a pet.
Why would you make a koala bear a pet?
That's
not.
It's not an easy thing to do because they usually remain secluded and they don't like noise.
I didn't know that. Yeah. That basically means it's they're upset about something.
Right. It just looks like I'm being cultured. My God.
Yeah.
I close my camera, Kuya, because I'm cleaning my nails.
Okay. I always have mine open, even when I'm taking a piss in the ditch.
Oh
Oh man,
God.
no. Look at all the
That's
chicken lights. See that? That's a bull hauler.
Wow. Was there a load of
Wow.
chickens in there?
Two things that they haul: cattle or pigs.
Pigs are part of cattle.
Yeah, cows or pigs.
Yeah.
And I call them shit boxes because they smell awful.
No, I bet the animals that are on there don't come back again. Or they're just hauling them around.
They usually haul them from wherever they're being farmed, and then they haul them to slaughter in those.
Oh.
Or they could be relocating them, but eventually they end up in a slaughterhouse.
Have you ever pulled one of them before?
Yes, a long time ago. I did it for the experience mostly, but I don't like it that the freight moves around in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Ang galing.
Can you feel it happening then when they move?
Not really. You can't
Oh.
see it unless you're driving the truck. You can feel it and see it. But someone like me looking at it from when it passes me, no, I can't see it moving. No, but it is.
No, I meant when you're driving it.
Oh yeah, they move around all the time because they're in close confines, and it's something that they're not used to. I'm just curious if they know where they're going. I think the cows that chased after me a couple weeks ago did. I don't think the dude set his brake, and that's what that bang was because the trailer came away from the dock and the cows kept coming out and they fell out of the trailer. They got on their feet, and dude was hitting the trailer with a cattle prod, electrifying the entire trailer to get him out of there. Pissed him off, and then they all started chasing me. All I did was when I got my paperwork and I was going to bobtail to the truck stop because I dropped my loaded trailer because my next load was coming out of the same place, so I didn't have to grab an empty.
Yeah. So they just went after you instead. They're like, nah, I'll go after that person.
Yeah. I was about 50 yards from my truck, heard a bang, and heads up! Turned over there and started looking at these cows coming at me. Ran to my...
Shit.
I got in my truck, and they walked around my truck. One of them was mooing at me in the window. Threw his payday bar at it. Get away from me, you son of a bitch.
Sometimes I think that they're just dopey animals, cows. They trouble over everything. That's why you have to be careful when you're camping in a field with cows. Because they can
That's
just walk right
2,000 pound animal coming at you. I ain't going to tangle with that.
Well, luckily it's not a bull. They do that. They actually have bulls running through the streets in Spain.
Pamplona. Yeah, I was there once. I didn't do the running. My friends tried talking me into it, and I'm like, man, I can't run like I used to in high school. And plus, I'm not stupid.
Yeah,
You dumbasses can do it.
If you fall to the ground, you're fucked. Pretty much.
I went back to my motel room and was on the second floor, and I stood on the balcony right above the carnage. Looked down, watched them all running by. And I was yelling at them.
Being thrown in the air, trotted.
Yeah. I was yelling at them all, that's your ass! Run, run, run!
You didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Ellis in the chat kuya.
Ellie. Oh. I got Mimi. I'm glad you said something, Sammy.
Mimi is coming. Oh, there.
Hello.
Hi, Mimi.
Hello.
Sammy, you still have admin.
Yeah.
I never took you off. You could have added
Yeah.
her.
Ah. Yeah, I've been cleaning my kitchen for about 3 hours.
I will drop
Yeah.
Mimi channel in kuya.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
do
you.
that. Yeah, she's got a great channel. She's a seamstress and all. She got antique machines too.
Yeah, they're over
Yeah.
100 years old, them two.
Those things are worth a lot of money. They look like they were in excellent shape too.
I did
For
have
as
to
old as
put
they
a
are.
bit of work into them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, especially the one of them's 152 years old,
That's
and
pretty
that
old.
had to be like brought back to working order. But I managed to do it. Yeah, it's good.
I remember fiddling with one back in home ec, way back in high school, because home ec was mandatory.
Mm,
Taught you how to cook and all kinds of stuff.
yeah.
I like maybe talking voice. Can I call you mommy?
You motherfucker.
Mimi, you're not using your new logo.
Son, like,
No, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put that as my thumbnails from now on. I've just got to load it into the laptop, that's all.
mhm.
But yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for that.
I hope it's not going to be too blurry because sometimes Canva does that.
Nah,
If they get
should be
too
all right.
big, they go blurry for some weird reason.
No, it should be fine. Alex has done me a new logo, Sean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's really nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass by where I could have went to college, right after high school, Clemson University. It's right next to Greenville. I had a full ride scholarship, play football there, but they pulled it because I got injured in the championship game. Speaking of football, my son is going to be in the third round next week against a team called Anna from Anna High School, and they're number 8 seed. They beat a number 1 seed, which is strange. They must have got lucky.
Oh.
But this team can't hold a candle to us, so hopefully we can finally get past the third round and go to the finals.
What game is that?
It's for the state championship high school football.
Oh, it's for...
Yeah, they win next Friday. They go to the quarterfinals. They win that game. They go to the state championship game, and that championship game is held in Canton, Ohio, where the NFL Hall of Fame is. They have the Hall of Fame game there every year. Shit, I should have got up here. I could have got a coffee there.
That's because you're too busy chatting.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't see the sign beyond the trees.
Oh, I don't. I've still got to get experience driving at night time. I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't come through here all that often. I pretty much well know where a lot of the truck stops are, just not exactly.
Just drive really early in the morning. There'll be no one on the roads.
Well,
See,
actually,
that's what I thought.
it's starting to die now.
I thought if I go out really late or really early in the morning, then there'll be hardly anyone on the road. So if I do end up like causing something, it'll be just me.
If you go on the M25, you're probably going to be in a car park.
No, I can only drive on A roads at the minute.
Oh.
But Sammy, let me tell you about JLB. I don't know if he's just doing it for content or having fun or whatever. But me, I don't believe in bringing up somebody else's channel and to exploit it or to draw conclusions about who somebody is. Look, hey, if they're a pedophile or whatever they are, hey, that's on them. That's not on me. I can care less.
That's random.
And I've been there already. And then he interviewed me. As what I told you, he's a plastic one, acting to be nice to in front of you and then to all the people that he's nice. But in the time that he already done, I'm getting what he want from you. He's so mean.
Yeah, well, that's what he shows Filipinas. And if Filipinas can't see that, they know the kind of person that they're getting involved with.
They're so blind of money. You know already what money can do to other people.
Yeah, but he ain't got a whole lot of money. That's why he's on YT.
Is he one
He's
of
trying
those
to
people that just uses other people and then pushes them away when he's done with them?
basically, yeah.
Mm.
I got accused of that at one point. Yeah, this was like a couple of years ago now.
Yeah, I mean, and some of them can't stand the
Can't say
fact they
that,
think
though.
they think I'm making a mockery of their channel, and I'm not. I'm just there as a support person. I can care less. My channel's monetized, but I can care less about making money with it. What you guys see on my screen, I'm already making money. Every 60 seconds, I'm getting $3.20 a mile, which is every 60 seconds you're looking at my screen. But that's not a constant. Sometimes it's only $2.70. Sometimes it's $1.80. But so for the most part, it's pretty good.
You don't
That's
make
what.
much on YouTube anyway, do you?
No, not unless you got like if we're talking about Filipinas, the ones that make money would be Filipina P because her channel is huge.
Oh, right. I've never heard of that
But
one.
but she doesn't do live streams. She just does videos.
Mm.
It's all scripted and everything. It's done really well.
See, I only use it to promote my business and show people what I can do, really. It was just a thing because I was bored. You know, I
Uh
just sort of started doing YouTube.
huh.
And I've
But
met
yeah,
some really great people. I've met some right arseholes, but I've met
but
some really nice people.
yeah, but some of these elderly men that retired or whatever moved over to the Philippines, and they either have a Filipina girlfriend or Filipina wife. You know, they're doing a live streaming, and I guess yeah, if they can do that and supplement their income, great.
Mm.
But I wouldn't rely on it.
No, definitely not.
You know, that's basically why I'm here to support everybody else that's trying to make a living at it. Because
Mm.
someone like Sammy, there's not a lot of opportunity there in her country. It's not her fault.
Yeah. No, I think opportunities in most countries are dying down now, aren't they?
Yep.
I mean, the UK's shit, to be fair.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of jobs to be had here in America if you want to, you know, work your ass off for so little.
Mm.
But you got all these other people that they're either retirement age or bound for retirement, saying that well we got to start somewhere. Like motherfucker, you didn't start there either, so don't give me that shit.
Yeah.
You wouldn't take that. You wouldn't take that job either.
True. No, I think people use YouTube, like you say, for monetary gain and monetization, and it's just not. It's never been a stable income, so it never will be a stable income. Do you know what I mean?
No. Yeah, you got to find your niche. Like
Yeah.
your niche is a seamstresses,
Mm.
and basically here in America, there's not a whole lot of women that even know what a sewing machine is.
Yeah. Mm.
Like the women over here are in the States, you're a rarity, probably even in England. Women do not
Yeah.
use sewing machines hardly anymore or know how to sew. Oh, there's a hole in my drawers. They just throw it away and buy a new one.
Yeah. Very much a throwaway society now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Whereas
look
before there was a sewing machine in every household.
I mean, look at the money you're saving, though, Mimi, by repairing your clothes or whatever.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah, I made my little one. I don't know if you saw it. She had a pair of jeans that were too small for her. So she said to me, Mum, can we cut them up and can I add them to my new jeans? So she had this idea of cutting stars in her old pair of jeans and adding them to her new jeans. So, okay, fair enough. If that's what you want me to do, I'll do it. Yeah, I don't know. I wish we could go back to a society where people do use sewing machines a lot more,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and don't throw away as much stuff. But it won't happen. It will never happen again.
Making your own clothes. My grandmother used to do that.
Mm. Yeah, so did mine.
Yeah, my mom had a sewing machine, but she didn't work with it as much as like my grandmother did.
Mm. Yeah, I think my next project, I'm going to try and repurpose an old pair of curtains and make a pair of trousers from them.
Really?
I'm going to give
Never
it a
heard
go.
that.
It might work. It might be a complete fail, but I'm going to try.
Yeah, I started this live stream because there was a lot of chatter on the radio, but there's hardly any right now.
Yeah,
Nobody's
it's been
on the radio.
quiet, hasn't it?
Yeah, because I got it turned up. I was hoping that my microphone would pick it up. You guys could hear it too.
There has been a little bit of static behind your voice, but not much chatter at all.
Well, I was talking to this dipshit in Atlanta. You could listen to him and know he's Southern and very undereducated.
Oh, I think
You're
Alex
talking-
is in the background, Sean. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Give me a second here. Get up here. Whoops. God damn it. There we go.
There he is. I saw you.
You muted my mic. I was like, what?
You
Yeah, I-
come
Someone-
up, but you got to shut
Right.
up.
My
Me-
internet went.
Mimi, maybe you could wake up Jerry boy. What do you want?
He's
Well,
probably-
I'm going to have to shoot off anyway because I think we're off to bed in a sec. But I thought I'd come up and have a natter with you while I was having a quick ciggy before I go to bed.
I appreciate that.
That's all right. Anytime. But I will say no night and I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Guys,
drive
sorry,
safely, Sean.
Oh,
your
well.
YouTube.
Sorry, Sammy. What was that?
I asked them that check out your YouTube channel because I just dropped your YouTube link.
Oh, thank you.
I know there are some Filipinas. They may not have a sewing machine, but they do hand sew their damaged clothes that they have. I've
Yeah.
seen some doing a live stream on that.
Anyone's welcome, just so long as they're respectful. It's all good. But yeah, I'll talk to you all soon. Have a good
All right.
evening.
You too.
Bye.
Good night.
No. Well, it's morning for us, but
Early morning.
Early
Like-
morning. Six.
I
Almost
don't go
4
to
in the
sleep.
morning.
I don't go to sleep till like 6 in the morning. So
I slept all day. Woke up, picked up the load, got into it with a security guard.
as you do.
It's like, dude, what? Are you okay? I'm just giving you the information that I got here. Work with me here.
So the security is basically trying to say, no, you ain't got a load here or something.
Well, no. Well, some of them act badge heavy. You put a badge on somebody in a uniform, and they act like they got a hard dick. It's like a prick comparing contest. It's like, dude, I'm just here to conduct business. You're a nickel holding up a dollar. Get out of my way.
Really.
All the security meant to do is protect the grounds, and that's it. Oh, there's a video I watched. DJ Ordnance, his name is. He flies his drone. He even tells them that I'm flying my drone over your premises, and they're like, "You can't do that. It's private property." And he's like, "You don't own the airspace." They don't. Certain height above the a warehouse site, they don't own that airspace. It's below 250 grams, so he's within his rights to do it. If it's bigger, then yeah, okay, that's understandable. Stupid people out there. And they get really arsey about it, and I'm just sitting there thinking, but
Yeah, let me see if there's some going on up ahead. Let me see if anybody got their radio on. Hang on a second. God damn, get my hand on it. There we go. I got to do it without looking.
I use CB radio, don't you?
Yeah. I've had it on, it's just no one's talking.
Oh,
Break for a radio check.
Oh, you don't need any call signs, do you? Or CB?
I'm sorry.
Do you have to do a call sign when you're doing CB, or is it like?
No, I have a call sign, but I don't have to announce who I am unless they ask. But
Is it
nobody
like-
really asks.
Is CB license free over there, or do you have to have a license to?
Years ago, you did, but the FCC got deregulated, so they really don't care anymore.
It's.
No.
Right. I thought because over here I know CB you don't need a license for it.
Yeah.
But ham radio you do, which is amateur radio.
Because back when everything was analog and you had a high-powered radio and you were interrupting signals, especially like TV or whatever, oh yeah, the FCC will come after you and arrest you and take your equipment. You had these people at their house, they had these high-powered CB radios, and yeah, they will find you.
It's funny, they actually got it's like a radar, and they can pinpoint where it is. They just went down this street and go, if it pinged, they knew exactly what it was. They could get onto the target, but they sit there and monitor first, because they can't go around kicking the door down, so they have to monitor first, and then when they've got enough evidence, they're allowed to kick the door down. Obviously,
Yeah.
the police.
But basically, a lot of drivers, I'd say at least half of the truck drivers in the industry now, don't even have a CB radio.
No point. Mobile
And
phone.
that's not good. You got to have a CB radio. The only reason why I got one was safety reasons during the wintertime. Like if
Yeah,
I'm driving in a blizzard or whatever, I need to hear what's going on. If somebody's announcing, you better back it off. Something just happened and coming to a stop. And that's why a lot of pileups happened in the past 6 years here in the States. Every year there was a major pileup on the interstate because nobody had a radio and nobody was talking.
Yeah, because obviously within a blizzard, you can actually still use the CB radio, but your phone will not work because of the degradation of the storm. Because those signals can get through. That's why the military use AM and FM. Over here, I'm not sure about in America, but
Well, my cell phone worked, but nobody can hear you unless you call them directly. That doesn't do you any good,
yeah,
But you got to have CB. Everybody has their CB radio on channel 19, which is the universal channel for truck driving. Is 19, always has been.
How many miles can your radio sort of?
I've gotten up to 100 miles once.
It must have been quite high then.
Yeah, I got a high-powered radio. I spent the coin for it. Cost me $400.
How many watts is it?
I don't know.
It says on it usually. If you've spent 400, it's probably about. I'll probably say about 50 watt or 20 watt.
The antenna whip I got attached. Better antenna that comes with the truck though.
Yeah, a good antenna actually is quite good. The best antennas, you'll go further. But 100 miles, that's impressive.
Well, years ago when I was in San Diego, it was a clear night.
Yeah.
Wasn't a whole lot of radio chatter, and I was hearing people from Australia. So I got on there and I said, "Hey, break for the radio check." And he goes, "It sounds like we got somebody from America here. But where are you located?" I said, "I'm in south of San Diego. Where are you located?" He goes, "Wow, you're reaching me all the way from America." He goes, "I'm just right on the other side of Queensland." I'm like, "Oh, really?" I could tell because they have Australian accents.
The clever thing about signals is the actual signals going up to the ozone layer, bouncing off and going down to Australia. There's certain parts of the year you can actually do that on ham radios or any radio.
If it's a clear night, yes, it's called atmospheric bounce. If it's a clear night from here to there, you'll pick them up. Yes.
That is, yeah, that's so cool.
And I'm like, shit, man. What about Japan? Yeah, but the Japanese got a radio. You ain't got to understand what they say anyway. I'm like, oh yeah, I understood everything.
You might get to Japan Depends on what part of the America you're in. If you're more to this side where it's more towards Europe way, or was that China? Yeah, but towards Europe, or towards the Pacific Ocean, you might be able to get to here. I think you're on the other side of America, because then Australia's that side as well, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But then, yeah, I don't know. It depends on where you are as well. Helps. Go from one coast to the other.
Yeah, they were nice too. I was chatting with them for about 2 minutes, and I went to sleep. I'm like, oh, Roy, we got somebody from America. We're just a couple of Aussies.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I really want to contact other ham radios in different countries. Just for the hell of it. Just go on a very tall mast and just put the antenna up there.
Mm-hmm.
Just get a very, little antenna, very long cable all the way to the top of the mast. Might go.
I got a truck stop finally, a TA. Here, check this out. I usually used to do this and get a response back in the day. I don't know about now, but I'll give it a shot. Hey, is there any TNA available at the TA? Oh man!
No one answers.
Like, no, driver, you're crazy. That's what I normally would get.
I'm guessing no one really uses CB anymore. By the sound.
No, not really. Not like in my dad's era. Everybody had one back then. Even some people in their cars had one.
Yeah, CB was such a big thing back then. Now it's like,
Oh yeah,
it's crazy how fast things have changed.
that's why I'm glad Sammy met Naki and they did all them things, because he showed her a lot of things, showed her that movie Smokey and the Bandit. Now Sammy understands the trucking world a little bit better.
Yeah. I sort of vaguely understand it a little bit because my granddad used to be a truck driver, but obviously that's in England, so.
Uh-huh. But watching that movie gave her an idea of what the way things, they sort of still are, but not like they used to be.
Yeah, because most of them use computers nowadays, isn't it? That truck's automatically doing things. But you got a manual, haven't you?
I'm being silenced, Kuya, because I'm cleaning my nails, okay?
Yeah, can you take over, Sammy? I'm going in to get a coffee. I'll be right back. All right?
Okay.
All right.
But there's no people watching. Only two? Who's that? Knock, knock.
Are you talking to me or the chat?
So you are in UK, Alex?
Yeah, I'm based in the UK, and so is Mimi. We're pretty much in the same area. Not the same area, same part of the country.
Uh-huh.
And then you've got, what's his name? Jerry Boy TV. He's in Scotland, which is not part of the UK. Well, part of the UK, but not England. I'm in England. He's in the Scotland. Still part of we're still on the same island, basically.
I know Jerry almost 3 years now.
Oh, you've been on here for almost 3 years?
Yeah, no, we become friends almost 3 years now.
Oh, you and Sean?
Here in YouTube.
Oh, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry Boy.
All right, yeah. All right.
Just 3 years as well.
3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a long time. Yeah, he's a good lad. Guy, I love winding him up. It's funny. He knows I'm only messing.
Did you take a nap earlier?
The what?
Did you take a nap earlier? You are wide awake. It's early in the morning in your time.
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. I'm not awake. I thought I'd come up. I'm so bored.
Oh.
Well, actually, the more terms is I feel lost for some reason. I'm all right now. Don't know why. I think it's just. I feel like I'm in I think because I'm in isolation all the time. It's not good. I
Uh-huh.
need to start getting out. It's not good.
Uh-uh. I have a friend here, so
Oh, you have a
we're
friend
talking.
from the UK as well.
Ow.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just your audio sort of breaking up here and there.
It could, because it's a little bit for the what do you call this one?
Uh,
The dead skin.
hmm.
You have a nice day.
Oh, yeah. It's a new build. Thank you.
I
Yeah,
eat,
it's
I
sort
have
of.
beef.
So what was that again?
I had beef before, but I gave it to my friend.
What, you've been to the UK?
No,
Oh, I thought you just
I
meant.
to other states, or
Oh,
um,
so you've been to America, or you've just been on Sean's live and he's gone through countries and stuff. Well, not countries, states.
only what I call this one experience to see all United States is because of Kuya Sean. He's always in, if I'm not doing live stream, if he's not on my panel, we are taking video call, and then he's showing me while he's driving.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. See a truck driver going along, seeing different things. It's crazy what you can see
Yeah.
out there. Such a big country. But when you look on like Google Maps or something, you're like, it's tiny, but no, it's. I mean, England is like a tennis ball. Well, actually, yeah, a tennis ball, and then you've got the football. Yeah, so America's the football and England's the little ball. It's that big. I mean, you could fit. England
Wow.
would fit in Florida, and that's literally that bit there. And America's just it's vastly big. I'd love to travel. Just hike some of the places.
I am a Filipino, but I love football now.
Uh,
Most Filipino love basketball.
oh, basketball.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna say basketball.
I love basketball. But me, I love football now.
Yeah, I'm not really into football games. I'm not really a sports person, but I like climbing and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
anything I do really in sports, climbing. So, Buddy just got into hiking and stuff, so that'll be fun.
Do you have a channel, Alex? Because I wasn't checked since. I always
Yeah,
seen I always seen you in Kuya Darren and other live stream, but I wasn't checked yet.
yeah, I do have a channel. It's I usually go live on it. I've not been on it live since for a while. We got a minute. Well, I was live like a couple of days, a day ago, actually, I should say.
Can you in Kuya Shan live chat so I can check it out?
Yeah, if you go on YouTube, it's called Alex Hardy. I can put the link in the private chat because I can't put links in.
Okay.
If you want to pop it in, or just give it if you want to. Yeah, sometimes I go live randomly. There's no real reason why I go live, but hold on. Let's get it up. Oh, it's gone up to 55 now. Ooh. There you go. If you're on your phone, you might struggle to.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, I'm on my laptop.
Can you chat your channel, Alex?
I can't drop it in there. I'm not a mod. So I can't drop it in the channel. I'm not a mod, so.
Uh-huh.
So it happens.
Okay, bro.
Who's getting beef?
You're not hungry yet? Seriously?
No, not yet. We'll do later, but
I'm
go shop.
cooking to
So I've got to try and force myself to get out of bed, not oversleep.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't, it ends up being like 5 in the evening and just I can't be lost. I always keep doing that on Sundays. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll just go to my parents at 3, and then realise that everything shuts at 4.
There we go.
There you
You got your coffee then?
Yeah. What is that noise?
I ain't me.
So he threw me off the live stream.
You still here? I think that just threw him off. But he's still here though. Sean, we
Yeah,
can
I'm
see.
here.
Oh, I thought he kicked you off.
No, I was talking about what happened to me in JLB's.
Oh,
The last time I started my truck up. What is that noise? Like,
Guess-
Jesus Christ.
does your truck have a breathalyzer thing?
Have a what?
Breathalyzer before you can drive it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because the coaches over here, they have to breathe into a breathalyzer first before they can.
Wow.
start.
Don't give the FMCSA any ideas because they'll probably implement it because that gives another company to make suck money off of us.
I don't think trucks in England use it. I don't think they do. It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I just imagine it though. You accidentally got some alcohol in it by accident, and you're just like, oh shit. I don't know how you would manage it, but someone would manage it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because obviously it's National Express. It's called. If they are they got a good reputation, but if somebody's like drunk and something, it's not good. But obviously, because there's passengers and stuff. And they have to.
Okay, this is not the way out, so I'm going to have to go all the way around there and see if I can get out over there.
And just cross the grass.
You get stuck.
I don't know how good that is for off-roading.
Not at all.
Have you seen the ones where they race them?
Uh-huh.
Jeez, the speed on them things. Don't they blow up after a while?
Oh, yeah.
Because they're souped up so they can actually go full speed. The flames that come out of those exhausts, I don't know if they've just put something in there to make that, or is that literally the engine blowing up virtually?
Son of a bitch.
Hmm.
Oh, who's you saying that to?
A guy on my side was moving.
Oh, I thought it was about me. Isn't it?
Yeah, well, he could have made it to where I ran into his truck.
Yeah, but that's not cheap to repair. Or do you just claim it on insurance? I'm not sure. Do you?
Yeah. Insurance will pay for it, but they'll find out who was at fault for it. I guess this isn't the way out.
Oh. Yeah, in the UK, if you have an accident and it wasn't your fault, they penalise you as well.
Really?
So your insurance goes up as well. It's like, unless you get no claims protection, basically no claims is you get a certain period of time and you get a good record or something. If you no claims,
Well, for the most part, I look at insurance companies as legalized fraud anyway.
pretty much. Sometimes I sit there thinking they make it a requirement for insurance. I think they should just get rid of it and go, look, if you drive and without insurance, it's your own fault. But the problem is they do it so the insurance has to pay out to the other person as well.
And I'm like, hey, well, make it a requirement that everybody makes a living in this country if they work their ass off, regardless of what they do.
Stupid. Let's come to the
Oh,
UK.
but they won't do that. They won't do that.
There's no regulations on it. The government just don't regulate it. It's just like regulate it. Because it's like they can go, oh yeah, we're going to put your insurance up by, I don't know, 10 grand or something. It's stupid, to be honest. You lost. I think you're lost.
But humanity will go forward, and hopefully we'll make that evolutionary step to improvement.
Yeah, self-driving vehicles, that'll do. Hopefully they never implement that. I don't want to be driven around by a robot. You don't know. It could go rogue and smack right into a wall or something at like 100 miles an hour. Oh, they tried that. They
Okay,
tried
that's
different... Oh, sorry, I'll let you concentrate.
Oh no, I was just saying that's why they made it right turn only, but they were decent enough to put a sign up said you turn 3/4 of a mile. That's cool. That's why nobody would make this turn. It's like I need to go to the interstate. I don't need to go this way.
Oh, so you have to go that way.
Yes,
That's annoying.
but I just may turn around right here if there's nobody around.
But you can do your U-turns and stuff, can't you?
Yeah.
Or is that U-turn, please?
See, this is wide enough to do that. I just got to be careful. There you go. And that's how it's done.
That works.
Yeah, they build this median in the middle, and it's like that's going to affect the TA's business because people need to go back out onto the interstate. It's mostly truckers that patronize a place like that, and you need to make it to where people can get back on the interstate, or we're not going to stop here. Because if they're going to set it up that way, where we got to get turned around, I'll skip this truck and go to the next one. And that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, in the UK one, they actually go in and you can come out the other side when you're finished. It's just sliding in and out. Yeah.
It's like I laugh at some of the ideas that they come up with.
I swear, people that do all this stuff don't drive. Like, come up with these ideas. Like, I don't drive, but I'll come up with this idea. And I'm like sitting there thinking, why are you doing that? Never mind. I don't know who makes the rules up.
I don't know about there in the UK, but here, being a truck driver, if like I said, if you're not parked at a certain time of the day or the afternoon, you will not get parked because there won't be any. It'll be full.
Wow. There's a lot of trucks out there.
Oh yeah. They said there's a little over 3 million truckers in the United States.
Wow. There's actually something in England they decided, in Wales, they decided to put a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit on their roads. And I'm just like, what? 20 miles an hour? It's like, what's the point? You're not going to get anywhere. It's just going to cause more congestion, more crashes because everyone has to go slow. That's what creates frustrations. When you're going too slow, you're always constantly stopping and starting, and that's annoying. That really annoys me. Well, I don't drive, so hopefully I'll be passing my test.
Yeah, that was good. Got me some bottled water. I'm gonna have to make another stop. Yep. Yep.
No,
No. Yeah, I'll probably wait till I get into South Carolina where it's much easier.
don't you buy like crates of it or something, or do you just buy like a couple of bottles?
Well, about 4 bottles.
Why don't you go to like a Costco and just get a big
It's not.
crate?
Yeah, if I can get in there, you like I said, this truck you just can't drive it anywhere. It's different.
Oh yeah, because they're for cars, not trucks. Unless you park it somewhere, trucks can go then.
We had one young student that the trainer was asleep in the sleeper, and I got to give him credit. He got it in there, but went to drive around the building and took out half the freaking building because he went to a Kentucky Fried Chicken drive-through with one of these. And I'm like, you can't be serious. He tried, and I'm like, he actually made it that far? Until he tried to go around the building, and he took out half the building with his trailer.
How did they even get to it? How did they even get the McDonald's to him? Because the trucks are up there. They'll just be seeing the bottom of the door.
I have no idea.
Nah, wow. That's skill. I don't think McDonald's was very happy or whatever.
I just don't understand how he thought he was going to get around the building with a 53-foot trailer behind him. That's impossible.
But, yeah. Why don't he just stop and get out?
Well, there's some people that can do that. If it's like right off the interstate, you just park on the shoulder of the exit ramp of the highway, hop the fence, and go right on in. Yeah, you can do that. I did it for an In-N-Out burger out in California because I wanted to try it. In-N-Out burger.
In-N-Out burger. Sorry, I have to make a song of that.
I'm reading that. Hey, Sean, it's Ann. Or Annie. Oh, how you doing, Annie? Have I met you before?
I haven't. Actually,
I'm trying to read the chat. Oh, Sammy left. God damn it.
Oh, phone might have died. That happens. Unless you're not using a phone, I don't know. Yeah, my internet went weird yesterday, earlier. It just, internet just stopped. I was like, oh, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I went off suddenly. It just decided to go.
Oh, Sammy lost her electricity. They're having a brownout, I guess.
Oh, I had 2 of those. One after the other.
Oh, okay.
One was
Annie, Annie, how do I know you? I used to be on Blessed Life's channel. Okay. I mean, I'm here and there on her channel, not as much as I used to. I'm glad to have you here. I didn't think I'd get anybody from Blessed Life channel on here, except for maybe Darren, Sammy.
It's better. I haven't seen Darren in ages.
I haven't been on J Mike's channel in ages. When the big falling out happened, when I was attacked by all the trolls because of what supposedly Darren did, I mean, why were they coming after me and Sheer about it? We had nothing to do with it.
The trolls are trying to get your reaction.
Well, they wanted me to believe them at face with no proof.
It's crazy. It's like,
I'm like, I don't know you people. I know Darren. I met him in person. And I've gotten to know Sheer for the past 3 years. I've known these people for a long time. I'm like, you want me to believe you at face and I don't even know you? You don't use your real name. You don't show yourself on panels. I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah, keyboard warriors. Don't fight with them. It's a nightmare. Then when you actually, I always say to them, it's like, why don't you come up and chat to me?
Yeah.
You won't.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I'm sorry. I even mentioned it in the live stream I did. You know, I can care less if whatever Darren did, even if he did do it, doesn't affect me.
But we never know because apparently the camera went out, didn't it? But yeah, like I said, I don't actually know what happened, so I'm staying out of that one.
Well, just to let you know, Alex, Blessed Life's got a great channel.
I've been on it a couple of times. The thing is, they usually do it quite early in the morning. Sometimes I'm usually in bed at this time, and only if I catch it, then I'll come up. But if I don't catch it, then I don't. So.
Annie, do you want to come up to the panel? Because it's much easier for us to talk than to read chat because I got to keep my eyes on the road.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, they wanted to start drama. And Go-Go Bobo is the famous one. He loves to hump my leg. And I said, I know I'm good, but I'm just not into that, dude.
Is he an actual troll or an actual person? Well, actually,
yeah, he's an actual person, but he's a pain.
He sounds it.
I tried to be a friend of his. He came up with that video he did.
What video was it? No, actually, that's not.
And his wife. And the way he treats people, it's like, well, you need to evaluate how you treat people. If you treated your wife like that, no wonder why you got an ex.
Why the hell would you announce that on YouTube? I would never, if I broke
I don't know.
my wife or something, I wouldn't tell everyone unless she was a bitch, but then you can get some of those. But yeah, it's crazy. Every time I like someone, they're usually maniacs. Only me. No, they're all right, actually. They're either with someone or they're not interested in me. But it's really annoying because it's like, you like this person and you just like, you find out they're not interested. And you're just like, what the hell was the point of that? It was a girl I like. Her boyfriend was a bit of a troll freak, personally. Or started to. I wasn't happy about that, and I actually went on live stream and spouted it all out. Which I shouldn't have done, but that's my own fault. It happens. Yeah. When it comes to my friends, I would defend them.
Yeah.
Or even if it's one friend and everyone on the channel was bullying that person, I would literally cut the whole lot off and just say, nah, fuck that. Don't like bullies.
Yeah, I'm just going to do what Jerry Boy normally does, you know. I'll just keep this going for the hell of it. Not hurting anybody. People join in. If they don't, well, that's all right, too. I'm glad you all joined in. I have somebody to talk to.
Trolls come along, block. They do not like that. Then they come back and make another one. You like block.
Man, because there's nothing going on the CB radio. You used to be able to do that. You hang out on the CB radio chatting with all the drivers. You hardly do that anymore.
You should get ham radio, but you do need a license for that.
It's just like a ham radio. The CB is. If somebody has a ham radio and turns it to the same frequency as me, I'd be able to talk to them. But people don't use ham radios anymore.
I thought loads of people use them. I've seen loads of people on YouTube use them.
Well, yeah, they used to. Until they let the kids use them and they just use a bunch of foul language and nobody wants to hear that.
Oh, yeah. If on ham radio and you hear people being abusive, you're supposed to report them to the, to the amateur radio ban thing over here. You're supposed to. If somebody doesn't have a call sign, you're not allowed to engage with them.
Uh-huh.
It revoked your license or something.
Well,
But it's
that's what's
really popular over it.
yeah, that's what started it all.
What, the UK?
Well, how you got your name, your call sign, and then it branched off into the military. A lot of your fighter jocks have call signs. It started in the trucking industry here in America because they had CB radios, they communicated with one another, and they identified themselves by a name that they made up.
We in England, they don't do that anymore. The emergency services got its own system. It's called TESRA. So what that is it's a encrypted frequency. So you can get the frequency, but it's encrypted, so you can't hear what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're going to like a crime or something, they don't want people listening in. It makes sense. So yeah, they.
Sammy's not here for this. I was going to point to her. I'm passing by Toccoa right now. Toccoa has the airborne base. It was in the TV show. There was 10-episode miniseries of Band of Brothers. The 101st Airborne trained here.
What, the real airborne or the film?
Well, yeah, they really did train here in Toccoa.
Right.
It's just right off the interstate here. I'm going right by it.
I'm guessing it's abandoned now. Or do they still use it?
What, Toccoa? Oh, yeah, they still use it. But they were the first to use it. They were the first airborne division to ever exist, because the airborne didn't exist before that.
Oh, that's cool. I can't actually read that. I'm terrible at reading.
Hang on, I gotta look at it myself.
Base in England.
Because I'm getting messages everywhere else too.
That's cool though. Yeah, England's all right. I don't like it, but it's fine. Somewhere to live, I suppose. Could emigrate to America. Not with that bloody president, I ain't.
and I wish Blessed Life would come to my live stream.
Ask.
I don't think she's ever came to one of my live streams before, to be honest with you. Why would she want to come to my live stream? She's busy working.
What does she do? Does she do like singing and stuff?
Oh yeah, she does good karaoke. She's a great singer, but she can't do that during the week because she's at her job. Like right now, she's at her job. She's a boss. She's a businesswoman. Oh yeah, she's a boss, man. She got a good job.
Wow, that is some good money.
Works at an office building somewhere. She's in charge of all these other girls, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. See, our money to them is like thousands pesos, isn't it?
Yes.
To us, that's like not very much. But it's quite a bit.
But if I was in their government, that would change very quickly, though. Very easy to do too.
Yeah.
How I'd do it is hire thousands of men and a few women if they want to, but I doubt it, and have them go to the Spratly Islands and dig all that gold out of the ground they got there. One of the biggest veins of gold ever found. If they were to dig that out of their ground, their economy would explode.
Why have they not dug it out of the ground? I mean, if they do that, it's gonna destroy that part. So.
Yeah, but nobody lives on those islands. They're very tiny, and China was trying to get their hands on them because they know that there's a lot of gold there.
Is that near the China Sea then?
Yes, but
yeah,
the Spratlys,
the islands.
Yeah, but the Spratly Islands belong to the Philippines.
China would just go, yeah, we're just going to take it. Like, you can't just roll up and go, yeah, we're taking it. That's what China is doing right now. They're trying to take over that sea, so the US can't get anywhere near Taiwan. I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but
Technically, those are international waters.
yeah. I mean,
But-
Taiwan can't stand a chance against China anyway.
But Taiwan is a part of China. A lot of people don't know the history about 1949, the
Oh, I
Chinese
know.
Revolution.
I know the history. It's sort of they're like rebels that went off to that island.
Well,
But
not only
they
that,
actually fighted afterwards.
the emperor went into exile on that island because of the revolution.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
ousted the emperor and got rid of him.
they still tried fighting China though afterwards as well. The US was there to protect them. China backed off. See, theirs is Republic of China's, and then you got the other ones where People's China Army or whatever it's called. So it's really it confuses me. But yeah, you are right. They are pretty much the same thing. They're just one's Taiwan and one's China. The reason why the US doesn't want China taking it because of the silica chips. You know, the silicone chips are made there.
Yeah.
That's why the US doesn't want China taking it over. I mean, if China took it over, they wouldn't be able to use them anyway because their people aren't trained to use that equipment.
Well, mostly our warmongers here in this country are just trying to pick a fight wherever they can anyway.
Well, they're doing it all the time. But the thing is silicone, there is only a few companies in the world that do it. I think it's like 3 companies. America can do it, but it's expensive in America, so they won't do it. Texas Instruments, they used to be made in Silicon Valley, but obviously in Texas. Is Silicon Valley in Texas?
No, it's in California.
Yes, California. They used to make them there all the time, and then they'll shut up shop and then went to Taiwan instead. But the issue with that is China would buy stock loads of chips from Taiwan and then bring them back to China, make all these things and send them to the US. So we're not getting them directly from Taiwan. That's the silicone history of that. It's fucking crazy. It's like whoever holds the chip crown rules the world in this stone age. If Taiwan was wiped out now, we wouldn't get any more things. Laptops wouldn't exist.
And the People's Republic of Congo in the middle of Africa, that's where the biggest source of lithium is. That powers our cell phones, cars, and everything.
Batteries. And this. I mean, don't get me wrong, lithium are very good batteries. They deliver so much stuff. But I don't agree with ripping up the planet just to use. That's the thing is electric vehicles, they're running out. So they've got to dig up the planet. But someone's found a certain part of the ocean where all the minerals they need to make these batteries are literally just laying on the bottom of the seabed. I think everything we need is in the sea.
Yeah, well, we don't have endless resources. Well, there are some things that are endless.
Like copper, that's getting expensive.
But a lot of the minerals that we pry out of the ground, whatever's there, that's it.
But then they're making sodium batteries, which is salt water basically, and it's abundant material. It's just so much of it.
Yeah, as long as we keep. Yeah, as long as we keep, breeding cows and chickens and everything, that's an endless resource.
Yeah.
As long as we keep farming.
The more humans we have, the more we consume. That's why tequila almost went out. So people are drinking it faster than they can grow it because it only grows at certain parts in the world and certain parts of the year.
Yeah, it's down there in Mexico. A lot of tequila farms down there. The kind of
Yeah.
plant they use to make tequila with looks like a giant pineapple.
Yeah, tequila's awful. Yeah. Yeah, it's all like resources and stuff is the problem. The thing is, over here, we've got loads of migrants coming in. The thing is, how is the country going to sustain that many people coming in? I mean, Europe was going to have about 8 million people from Ukraine flooding into Europe. And it's like, how's Europe going to cope with that many people?
Well, mostly the people that are coming from Ukraine are women and children. None of the men.
Yeah, because they had to go war.
That right there, I got into many arguments with some feminists about this. I'm like, did you realize what's happening over in Ukraine? The women and children are the only ones allowed to leave the country. The men and the young boys have to stay and fight and be slaughtered.
Yeah, meat grinder.
And they're talking about equality. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Only when it benefits them. And you know what a lot of these Ukrainian women are doing? You go on Tinder, you find thousands upon thousands of Ukrainian women on there.
Yeah, because they know their sons ain't, their husbands aren't coming back, and that's heartbreaking because it's like,
Or they're going to have their legs blown off.
and then you got Lazinski doing these silly videos. What the fuck are you doing? It's like, and he's traveling around the world. You're at war with Russia, but you're traveling around the world.
Uh-huh.
It makes no sense to me, but fair enough.
But the
Thing is-
Ukrainian thing is over.
Sort of. They're still fighting now, but
Oh, yeah, they're still fighting, but it's over. Ukraine can't win. That offensive they were talking about on the news, that lasted for about maybe a day, and that offensive got their asses kicked.
the only thing how Ukraine will win if the West gives them a nuclear weapon. They might win. But
If they do that, then we'll have a nuclear war. Russia will not allow that to happen.
yeah. No, we fear that War 3 is only just around the corner.
But
Not
it's,
saying
it's,
they're straight away.
it's my government's fault for this. Because our CIA overthrew the duly elected president back in 2014. Yanis Vukovic. Yeah, we overthrew him and installed this dipshit that's in there now. Well, because
Because he can control it. That's why.
yeah, because Victor was wanting to make Ukraine neutral, which would have solved we would never have this issue. He wanted to remain neutral, which was okay. But NATO is obsolete. When the Soviet Union collapsed, there was no need to have NATO anymore.
Yeah.
But they couldn't stop because there was too much money to be made.
I know it was only meant to be around back in the 80s during the Cold War. Because their job was anti-nuclear or something.
They were worried about Russia trying to take over Europe, which was never going to happen.
Because Europe's bigger than Russia. Russia wouldn't last 5 minutes if they tried that.
I don't know. But I do know this. Russia, if they didn't put on the pressure on the Eastern Front during World War II, our grandfathers would have not made it off that beach alive.
Yeah, the Russians did help a lot, and then the Americans just stabbed them in the back. Pretty much. I don't know what's going on with that.
No, where Russia did their job. And what happened was that Russia had lost more people than anybody else did.
No, I was talking about America.
Oh, yeah.
Russia in the back, basically.
Yeah, the United States, we took credit for winning that war. And it's like, our allies helped us, but mostly it was Russia that won that war.
Do you know what the Americans want to do in Nevada now? They want to go back over to nuclear testing, and I'm just like,
That's stupid.
what are you doing, Biden? Shut up. It's stupid. It's like we're going to start doing all these tests. You know, one day someone's going to make a mistake, and you know it could go off course and hits the city by accident.
Yeah, they've got a bunch of old men. They're going to be dead in the next 5 years anyway, if they're lucky. You know, playing Russian roulette with everybody else's lives that haven't lived theirs yet.
Yeah, it's like Israel. I feel sorry for the people that live there. They've got to put up with. They're literally going to be homeless. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely bonkers up there.
It's going to escalate. It's going to escalate.
The thing is, it's been going on for like 70 years.
Syria, they got a 2 million man army, and they're going to have a hell of a fight on their hands because they're going to take the Golan Heights back.
Thing is if they're going to win this, the US has to get involved, which is a problem because I mean, the Americans would win.
It would not be in our interest. No, we wouldn't. We haven't won a war at all since World War II.
Actually, just saying that, actually, they never actually won a war in Iraq. They just left. So, yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we didn't win Vietnam. We didn't win Korea. You know.
Yeah, they're still going to this day, North Korea. You know, they could end up. To be honest, people are saying there's that chain reaction. If a war kicks off in the Middle East, it's going to spread to the Baltics. So, it's not Baltics, I think, is Russia area.
The only thing we got to worry about. The only thing we got to worry about is Israel using the nukes it has. We need to knock those out of the sky or blow them up in the silos that they're in. So
I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. But I think they feel confident that their country's not being overwhelmed. They feel like they're losing. I think they will launch. But now, people are saying they're winning.
Because I'm not signing off on my country willing to defend Israel alone against the entire world, because a lot of countries are not for Israel.
The UK is. Well, the UK is America's puppet. And the British are mental cases. They are. I mean, England does have the best military in the world. They can literally probably get into the places you wouldn't even imagine. They did that once in Germany. It wasn't Germany. They went to this boatyard. Obviously, it's a German stronghold. Drove a boat straight into the dockyard. It was meant to blow it up. Didn't blow up till the morning. So they were like, "Oh shit!" They got captured. The boat blew up, and they were like, "Yes." So, because Germany had an advanced boat, which had the power to take out all of England's warships, which they did. So they had to get rid of that because Germany was too far around the other side to get to do something or something. So they had to use France to get across to England, because obviously that stretch is not that big. So, you know, it takes them minutes instead of hours. But yeah, so this conversation's getting very morbid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll let you speak now.
But the problem I had, with the Middle East thing is what happened in June 8th of 1967. And that they're no ally of mine, and what they've done to creating genocide over there. They have what army Israel has is thanks to the United States. We supplied them with all what they have, and the people in Gaza Strip, what do they have to fight with? Rocks and slingshots. That's all they got.
They do have rockets, but that's about it.
No, they don't. A group called Hamas has rockets. Hamas is not Palestine.
No,
Hamas is like ISIS.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yes, they're the group. Yeah, sorry, yeah, they're the group
And-
doing it.
And they just find any excuse to bomb the shit out of people in Gaza Strip. Anyway, it's an open air prison. There's only 3 ways out of the Gaza Strip,
Yeah.
and Israel guards 2 of them, and the third one is at the Egyptian border, which is sealed up because Egypt is not letting anybody in or out. So these people are trapped inside that open air prison. That's what it is, because they built a wall around it.
They're in there now, just surrounding the city because that's where Hamas is. But the thing is,
And-
they know the area. They've built tunnels. The only thing that can get that low is either a nuclear weapon or a bunker buster, which pretty much is a nuclear weapon.
Oh no! You can drop a bomb where some located really good. It'll collapse those tunnels they have because it's happened
Depends how
before.
deep they are. If they're too deep, those bombs don't even reach.
Yeah, but
if they're like-
they're not that deep.
They don't actually know, do we? But yeah, fair enough. They could be actually not that deep. But they basically want to use chemical warfare in the tunnels.
But I'm telling you, the only way that this is going to get solved is it's going to have to escalate.
Yeah, they say escalate to de-escalate.
And the United States, and our government's going to have to reevaluate. Are we going to be on the right side of history or on the wrong side of history?
Just be on
We are supporting a group that is doing the same thing that the SS did in World War II against them. They're just doing it on another race, and it's wrong.
It is crazy. They just go, wait a minute, this group we're not going to do anymore because they're weak. We're going to go over to this person, make them stronger. But then they were your enemies. It's weird how it works. It's sort of their enemies become their allies, and then it's very weird. It confuses me, to be honest. Like the US,
But
the next minute,
Yeah,
they're
ever
war
since-
with them. What?
Ever since October 7th, Hamas hit them with rockets, yes. But ever since then, after that, the only people dying are Palestinians, civilians,
In the end,
men, women, and children. Because
Yeah,
half
just-
the population are children in Palestine.
in Gaza, they are Palestinian as well.
Well, yeah, but half of them are children there, and they're just getting wiped out. The only people that are shooting back is Hezbollah in Lebanon. That's why Ellie, that was in here earlier, had to leave
Oh, sorry.
because he
about
was like 30 miles away from Hezbollah and the Israeli army shooting at each other.
that. Oh, shit.
Now Hezbollah's gotten involved. Now Turkey's thinking about getting involved, and if they do, they're going to go right through Syria and they're going to take the Golan Heights back.
Yeah. I really
Because-
I really hope Israel don't go the nuclear route. I hope they don't. They just ended us, basically.
Well, just as long as we know a way to knock them out of the sky or to sabotage them. You can blow up a nuke without it actually going off. It doesn't work
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah. The one back in Hiroshima, there was sensors on it, so when it got to a certain point, it knew when to detonate. But some were ground burst and some are air burst. The one in Hiroshima was air burst, so it was like the sun.
Oh, well, both Hiroshima and Nagasaki were airbursts.
Yeah. Oh, they're both air burst. All right. So they got ground burst, which can actually penetrate bunkers. You literally could wipe Gaza off the face of the earth.
Yeah, but when you use a nuke and you airburst it, it causes more damage than a ground burst.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, let them go ahead and nuke Gaza Strip because that radiation will fly over into Israel,
Yeah.
and all of them people are going to die of radiation poisoning.
That's why they won't. That's why they won't do it.
Yeah, it'd be stupid.
Yeah. See, there is ones that actually can have a small yield. They're known as tactical, so they blow up smaller areas. But then if you've got strategic ones, which they're called city destroyers, Yeah. Yeah, that's just the guy who invented it is an idiot. He should have turned around and went, "Nah, I'm not helping you with that shit. You can deal with that yourself." They should be demolished. Nuclear weapons. No one's gonna win. It's
Yeah.
pointless.
Well, what it is humanity finally needs to come out of the caves and take that next step forward in our evolution and be more intelligent and more humane.
I thought Turkey was part of the NATO.
I don't know if it is or not.
Find out actually. I'm pretty sure it is. Well, they can go. I don't know.
That's the only thing I agreed with Donald Trump on 100%. We need to get away from and get out of NATO. We don't need it.
Shit.
All it's going to do is cause a fight.
They already have. Thing is,
Because-
if there were no laws on NATO, all hell would have broke loose by now.
Yeah, but see, we went against our word, and we're demonizing the Russians. We're the ones that went against it. We broke treaty. We weren't supposed to. NATO wasn't supposed to go any further east than East Germany when it got reunified. But thanks to Bill Clinton, all the Baltic states joined NATO, which was against the agreement.
Yeah, that's not good. I just read it out. It's Turkey has been a member of NATO since 1952. It has its second largest army, and it is the.
But it does not support Israel. Never has, because of what it's been doing.
How is that going to work though? Because if Turkey goes to war with Israel,
Mm-hmm.
oh, wait, no. So if they go to war with Israel, but then Iran gets involved, how the hell is that going to work?
If Turkey gets involved, Iran won't even step in it.
No,
Turkey will wipe out Israel.
But that's the thing, because they're part of EU and so is America. What are they going to do? Because they can't shoot their allies, pretty much.
Basically, that's all we need to do is just stay out of it.
Yeah, Turkey and some other country as well. I can't remember what it's called.
We tell Netanyahu to stop this shit, but that ain't going to do anything. That's why this needs to escalate.
I think NATO will step in and go, Turkey, no, you're not doing it. They might. Because if they're a NATO, they might even get kicked out of NATO just for doing that.
They'll do it because what's going on is wrong.
Yeah.
The genocide needs to stop. If it doesn't, then the Muslim Brotherhood is going to unite. They're going to have one hell of a fight on your hands.
Oh, yeah. They're not going to do it. They haven't even done it, by the way. They've said, you need to stop now, as we're going to invade. They still haven't.
But
They're
sure,
in Israel.
Yeah, not all Muslims get along. You got Sunni and Shiite, which they cannot stand each other, but they will unite against the common cause.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is the West has put all the Arab countries together, different religions. A disaster's waiting to happen.
Well, there's only two. There's Sunni and Shiite.
Yeah,
they've never gotten along, but they found a way. But they found a way to live in peace, though.
Yeah. Until the stabilization happens, and it's happening again. I mean, in the Middle East, it's always been going on like that. It's just never. It's nothing new. It's just this is just something different about this. Something not right about it at all. Because why are they looking at it now? Because they've always been at war. The Middle East. I don't know if they're at war now, but they are now. But I don't know if they were a couple of years ago.
What you and I know of Israel is actually the country of Palestine. Always has been.
Yeah.
And in 1948, after World War II was post World War II era, they granted the Jewish people, because this was under British control
Yeah. Well,
after World War One. After World War One, that was part of the Ottoman Empire, and the Brits had control of that area, and they gave the Jewish people their own country, which was Israel, which is the top half of Palestine. But that wasn't good enough for them. Fighting with the Palestinians and pushing them off their land, destroying their homes, and the settlers would come in and build a new home on it.
I mean, Israel is a modernized Arab country. I don't know if I'm being racist or not, but yeah, it's crazy that, because somebody was saying it's such a beautiful place and now it's completely destroyed. It's like, why?
Because they got the wrong. They got a dangerous conservative party like Mr. Yahoo running things. They're Zionistic Jews and they're dangerous. They're radical. Because not all Jews are the same.
No. Some of them are nice. Some of them are good. Some of them are good. Some of them are just
It's your Zionistic Jews that are doing this.
There's nothing we can do, really. So let them fight out. But then you got to worry because the US doesn't want Iran to have nuclear weapons. And it's like, if the US just roll in there, they're going to get attacked by everyone else. That's the problem.
Iran's never done anything to the United States. Nothing. We're always picking on Iran. We're always picking on Iran, demonizing it, calling it a terrorist state, in which it's actually Saudi Arabia, the Wahhabi terrorists that are the ones that they're talking about. They're in Saudi Arabia.
They're all over the bloody place in the Middle East.
Yeah, but the majority of them are in Saudi Arabia.
Didn't know that. Well, the oil might go
like
expensive.
19 of the 22 hijackers on 9/11 were from Saudi Arabia. And who did we go after? Afghanistan. That tells you the intelligence of our country.
It's just crazy. So yeah, they don't want Iran having nuclear weapons. It's just like
That's why I share this story. Imagine a terrorist group like here in the United States. So let's pick the Ku Klux Klan, which is a racist group, right? Take 19 of those Klansmen, put them in planes with 5 men, the other men from pick any country in Europe, okay? But 19 of the 22s is from the Ku Klux Klan from the United States. They hijack a bunch of planes and crash them into, let's say, Sao Paulo, Brazil, okay? Who do you think that they're going to blame for that? The Brazilian army. You would think that they would attack the United States, right? No, they bombed Canada. They bombed Canada. That's what we did. That's the intelligence level on what we did. Instead of attacking the United States, they bombed Canada, which had nothing to do with it.
I'm surprised Canada is still an ally to the US.
They've been our designated driver for too long.
Canada, their government is just a puppet, to be honest. Anything that's implemented in Canada ends up in England. And I was sitting there thinking, what? I don't know how England has anything to do with Canada, but it's just weird.
Yeah, Trump was a freaking moron. I mean, there was some things I did agree with him on about getting out of NATO. I was all for that.
I think they're all morons, personally. Unless one comes forwards and actually does the job they're actually holding out to do.
But, I didn't like him as president, and I wanted him out. Because he was the type of president, he said, okay, I'm going to do something good for you, but you're still going to get this STD. And I'm like, I don't want the STD either. But in order to get the good, you have to accept something. And I'm like, screw you.
Fair enough.
That's why we're the STD and WMD in this world.
It's mental.
See, it's not the country. It's the people who are making these decisions for us. It's them. It's not America. America is actually a great country, yes, and has a good heart. It's just our leaders are making us look very bad. They have made us look bad for years.
Oh, can't be worse. Our politicians, fucking people, they literally, at one point, they made a clown of this country. It was an embarrassment. I was like, wow, we're supposed to be one of the best democracies in the world. Fucking Boris Johnson's doing that. And I thought, yeah, I don't think our democracy's that good anymore. But, you know, our democracy's dead now, to be honest.
Yeah. Let me put it in the words that one of my favorite classic comedians said. His name was Red Fox. He was famous for the TV show he was in as Fred G. Sanford, and the show was called Sanford and Son. Well, he was a comedian, and he was really brilliant, too. But he said it so well in one of his stand-up routines he did. He said, that's why we can't advance. Niggas are holding black people back. Well, we got a bunch of idiots that are holding humanity back.
Yeah.
And I hate it. I want to make that next step in our evolution in my lifetime to where we better humanity for everybody, not just for a tiny minority of rich people.
Yeah, it's a bit of annoying. To be honest, I don't know if you know this or not, but some police in America are quite corrupt and they're quite racist. I think that should never be allowed to happen, but it does, and it's quite crazy, to be honest. It happens over here as well. I mean, it's
really not so much a location anymore.
no.
Like it used to be. It's more left up to the individual.
Yeah.
But yes, there's still racism here. That's because it gets passed on to generation.
I mean, I get it. No, I don't get it, actually. It's so what if they've got different coloured skin? They're pretty much the same thing as us.
Yeah, well, it's
just
ignorance is what it is.
So, you know, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, the UK, I just don't really like it anymore. I could go to America, but it won't be any better. Still have to put up with a puppet government.
Well, in truth, we've been living under a coup government since 1963.
Shit, pretty much. It's like all the people that join it are rich. You ever noticed that? All the presidents are always rich. There's never any poor president involved.
And they're blinded by money.
Yes.
Make me president. I'm not blinded by money at all.
Yeah.
Because
But the thing
I don't accept money I did not earn.
the president doesn't get paid money. It's literally, I saw a documentary and I was like, they literally, it's free. They don't even get paid. There's no point because everything's paid for them, which makes sense.
Yeah, they get paid, and they get checks from people who legally bribe them.
And that. No, there's a documentary I saw. But, they might, under the table, yeah, they probably are getting a lot of money.
Yeah, there are oligarchs from other countries that bribe our people in office.
Or you've got...
Yeah, Israel's one of them.
Yeah. You got Biden's administration got flipping labs in Ukraine. US labs. But then all of a suddenly is if they get hit, the US are like, oh yeah, we're going to be at war with you.
Well, Ukraine
in the first place.
Well, you're not going to hear much about the Ukraine thing if you're here in the States. It's all going to be about Israel and Palestine, what's going on in Gaza.
Yeah, over here as well.
And the language they use. They try to soften the language, and it's like, why don't you tell it what it really is?
Yeah. Money hungry, that's why. Yeah. Yeah, the human race needs a bloody big reset. Some people would disagree with that, but
Well, I'm probably one of probably the only American that does not watch TV. That's why I'm not propagandized, because I know if I were to sit down at a restaurant in a truck stop while they got the TV on, they got Fox News on, I'm telling them this is all bullshit. You're believing this bullshit that they're feeding you.
yeah, I stopped listening to the media. Our brother was like, "Stop listening to the media; it's bullshit." And it's like he knows a lot more than the media, but I can't tell you why. Because I'm not meant to. Didn't know that. Whoops. Yeah. Yeah, it's bonkers. It's the media just being told by the government to say this, say that, and don't say this because we don't need everyone knowing. So they'll probably come out with, "Oh, it doesn't create panic." Well, you've got media outlets talking about the US are making a bomb that is 24 times powerful than Hiroshima, and I'm like thinking to myself, somebody's saying there is a bomb bigger than that. It's called the 50 megaton terabomber. That's
Russia made it.
Yeah, that thing is bigger than Hiroshima. So I don't get how they could be any more powerful. 360 watt.
Yeah, we can blow the tits off this planet 12 times over, but we can't find a cure to jock itch.
Yeah, that makes sense. The planet will still be spinning, but we'll probably die because of radiation. Or if you survive, good luck to you, because it's gonna be cold. Turns into a nuclear winter because there's so much dust in the air, it blocks out the sunlight. But if you have like seeds or something, just get some lamps, heat lamps that simulate the sun. Then yeah, you could grow a lot of plants. But then when you run out of power, what do you do then? Oh no. That would be cool though if Law and Order disappeared, because you're not controlled by anyone. Do whatever you want. No. Can you hear me still, or is it?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No. You're just waiting for me to shut up.
No, I'm just driving along here, listening in.
Yeah, sorry, this conversation's gone morbid.
No, that's the whole point.
Oh yeah, I don't listen to that COVID crap. They're like,
John, if everybody would go back in our history, especially the United States, and go back to John F. Kennedy's speech, that says it right there. That says the whole thing, up including to today. It can still be used. What he said is that we all inhabit this planet. We all breathe the same air. We all cherish our children's future, and we're all mortal. That's our basic common link.
But no, silly, powerful people are like, we want more money, so we'll take you on. And it's like, why? I mean, I get it. We're human. We all fall out. It's life. It happens. But actually, almost bringing the world to the brink of like mass extinction event. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy when you think about it. And you've got all these crazy people trying to blow up the world with nuclear weapons. Yay. Great. Yeah. I wouldn't want to go to the Middle East right now.
Basically, everything that is, I'm just wondering, okay, what's next after this Israel-Palestine thing?
I know.
Okay, they have to keep coming up with something that's going to scare the shit out of the world to get you to not focus on what the real issue to focus on is.
Yeah.
What the real issue to focus on is the economy,
Mm.
They won't talk about the economy.
Mm.
We're going through a change. Okay,
Mm.
just like every economic system in history.
Mm.
The economic systems are born, evolve over time, and die. We had primitive tribalism, was born, evolved, it died. We had feudalism, born, evolved, it died. We had slavery, it was born, evolved, it died. Capitalism, same history. Born 17th century England, became dominant throughout 300 years. And let's see, what's the next step? It dies.
Yeah.
And it dies under its own marks, internal contradictions.
They bring a new one back, and that happens as well.
But people think that this is the end of history. It's the final stage. That capitalism is the greatest thing since sliced bread, probably better, and will never go away. That was the same thought of somebody that loved feudalism. That was the same thought of people who loved slavery.
Yeah. It's bad they did all that slavery.
That's why, Germany has the thought we can do better than capitalism. Die Linke, that's what their slogan is. We can do better than capitalism. That thought we can do better. It helped us get out of slavery. It helped us get out of feudalism. Reasonably assume it'll get us out of capitalism too. That's what we need to get rid of. This dying economic system we've been living in.
Mm.
And it's not going to get any better. It's not going to get any better. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. How bad is it going to have to get for people to realize we need to get out of this economic system, move on to something better?
Well, hopefully they call it heads to prevail, which I doubt it. I mean, if a nuclear war happened, it would be the end of civilized history.
Yeah, we already.
It's repeated.
Us economists already thought of the idea of what could replace capitalism. A worker cooperative economic system. That means worker cooperative brings democracy to the workplace. One person, one vote.
Mm.
And instead of all the profits going to a small, tiny minority at the top, the employees decide on what to do with it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it should be equally level.
Well, it's done democratically. The workers decide what to do with it.
Yeah.
Your choice now, you don't have a choice. There is no democracy in the workplace. You work, you get paid a meager wage, and those at the top decide on what is done with the surplus that you created as a worker.
Mm.
Isn't that something wrong with this picture here?
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's bonkers nowadays.
Wow, these guys are really blocking up the roadway here.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't want to live in this world sometimes.
No, the world's fine. It's who we're being led by.
True. It's like YouTube. There's nothing wrong with YouTube.
Yeah. Are we going to be want to be led by somebody who cares about the people for the people, or someone that is self-serving?
Yeah. Fortunately, they go for the self-serving one, not caring about the people. No, like Richie Sunak is bringing out these stupid laws. You're just thinking to yourself, what the fuck are you doing? Do you even care about your own people?
Yeah. Check this out. You see all the people, all the other countries, all across the world that is protesting and standing for Palestine, right?
Yeah.
You've seen that all over the world.
Yeah, it's still happening.
This is a good lesson for everybody to learn. Why does it have to stop there with just Palestine? Why could it not be where everybody stands up and has a revolution in every country at the same time? Our leaders would be up shit creek because there's so few of them and there's 8 billion of us.
Thing is, if the war kicks off, I believe that a lot of protesters are going to kick off as well. A lot of the ones that don't like the West, it could get out of complete control.
It's our leaders in the West. It's not the West itself.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Everybody in all these countries understand it's who we're being led by.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like in the end, we're not fighting with each other, and it's like, what's just sort of the point of a World War III?
Yeah, Alex, I'm not going to abandon you here, but I got to run in here and use the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay.
Well, it's getting late.
Yeah. Entertain Anna here. I'll be right back.
I'll hold the fort for a bit. Yeah, I need a shit as well. Only cares about trolls and believes that's their role. Yeah, that's annoying, that is. They don't even seem to do anything. Sometimes I just think it's not YouTube's worthwhile to just go, oh, you know what? We're not going to waste our money on that. Do it yourself sort of thing. That's what they do. They have the power to stop trolls. It's like you can't complain to anyone. It's crazy. There's no one to complain to, and you're just it's crazy world. I don't know what to say now. I'm all talked out. I'm still here. I know, right? And the lady that was CEO of YouTube, she's quit. She can't handle the pressure. Lol. That's quite a big commitment, YouTube, being a CEO of YouTube. Yeah. But her bosses are actually part of Google. Obviously. Yeah, so YouTube started up in 2005 is when it started. And then a year later, was it a couple of years? I don't know. But a year later, Google had took it over. Oh. I wouldn't want to. I mean, cool job. Good money. But yeah. So yeah, actually, YouTube was about to go bust. So Google took it over, which I didn't know this until I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I didn't know they owned it that long. So YouTube's only been around for like 20 years. You'd think it's around longer, but yeah. Actually, it's about 20 years now. Actually, 18, I should say. Actually, 2005, 2010. Yeah, it's 18, yeah. Well, coming up for 19 years. That's not even old. I mean, 20 years is not that old. That is crazy. Computers only started coming around in like the early 80s, and that's only like 30 years ago. It's bonkers, though. It's like the internet and all that. It's only been around for like the last 40 years. Could be longer than that, actually, but like things like internet and all that. It's We've advanced so fast. It's crazy. Within like 30 years, that's bonkers. I mean, you got like iPads now and phones that can just as powerful as the, more powerful than the Apollo rockets. Pardon. So yeah, it goes to show that it's just crazy how fast it's come. And that was only in the 60s. But a lot of people wouldn't agree with that because not many people know that. No one actually knows what's going on with that. Is what is it? Everyone keeps saying Apollo's fake. Well, it could be, but I'm not really convinced it is. But yeah, some people think it is, and I'm like, you don't really have the hard evidence to back that up, personally. But can control people. Can't control people. That made no sense. Yeah, I generally don't make sense sometimes. WBR is up. I better shit myself. That'd be embarrassing. Shit myself. No, I haven't. Just feels like it. It's a cool little mixer. Jeez. Oh, that's not weird. Yeah, I'm probably gonna add off now in a minute. I'll wait till he comes back. Are you the only one in here? How many people are actually watching now? It's been going long enough. Lol. Sean must be in trouble with the. He's probably going for number 2, by the sounds of it. But or ask him. Yeah, Sean, what toilet did you have? No, it's actually only one. I think it's only you watching. Sorry about that.
Here we go. Anna, you're the same time zone as Alex. Or UK's only got one time zone, right?
UK, I'm in Essex. I don't know if that person is from England.
No, actually, I got a coffee. I took a 10-100.
10-100?
Yeah, that's what we call a 10-100 on the CB radio.
Oh, shit.
That's a 10-200.
Oh, piss.
That's a 10-100.
Oh. Oh, they all come under the same thing, I guess.
Just about.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to know all of the codes for just about everything, but it's really gone by the wayside. The only people that know it is an old trucker or the child of a trucker, which I am. I'm second generation. I only know it because of my father.
I wouldn't know it because I'm English. Unless they say it over here as well, I don't know. I'm not a truck driver, so I wouldn't know. Well, I ain't got a license, so I wouldn't.
Well, most of your truckers don't know the old language.
No. Well, I don't know if they use that over here. Like I said, I don't know.
That's why if you go back and watch the old movie like Smokey and the Bandit from the 70s, that's a good rendition of the way trucking used to be.
Oh, so is it based on a true story, or is it just...
Well, it's not a true story, but I mean, it's based off of us, guys like me and my father.
That road looks well maintained.
Not really.
That bit you was on was quite new. Somewhere in the drawer. Yeah. I wonder if it's I wonder how much it is to travel the world.
Lots of money.
Yeah, especially if you drive it. If there was no war going on, I'd quite happily drive to America to see how long it'll take. I know it'll take days. Well, actually, 2 weeks. Yeah. I mean, could I actually still do it? But yeah, I've got to have a license first. That'd be a bit difficult. I mean, I could drive without a license, so just to make sure I don't get caught.
But basically, if the CB radios explode where people used them again, and we were to return back to that old language that we once used, the state troopers wouldn't have a clue what the hell we're talking about unless you learn it.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll happen or not, but I don't think CB radio will not come back. I don't think it might do one day, but it's starting to get popular again. Actually, over here, so someone I know.
Yeah, the only thing it takes a tragedy for us to do anything better. The only reason why some drivers are starting to get them is because during the winter time, the weather gets really bad, and we have no means of communication.
You should do a what is it? What do they call it? Not politician. Is it a politician? Yeah, like poll thing or something. Get loads of truckers to get CB radios. or they just look at you funny and go, "What is he on about?"
Well, they would learn eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. They're also good fun as well, being on ham radio. You can chat to people and, you know. Because over here, to get a ham radio license, it's free. Then you have to pay for the advanced one, which is crazy. Well, anyway, I'm going to head off now because I need a toilet.
All right, I'll talk to you later. I'm going to end it then.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me.
That's all right. I'll speak to you whenever you're back again.
Yeah, see you in Jerry, boys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.